On May 8, 2026, the Department of War brought the war.gov/UFO portal online, officially launching the Pursue initiative. The release contained 162 internal files and 28 videos. A century of classified, highly restricted institutional records was suddenly available for public analysis. The archive highlights a distinct evolution in intelligence gathering. On the left, we see human intelligence, or HUMINT, drawn from mid-century field reports. On the right, modern measurement and signature intelligence, known as MESINT, built entirely on multispectral sensor data. A central tension emerges when reading the files sequentially. In the early decades, reports frequently detailed encounters with biological entities. As military sensor technology achieved extreme precision, those biological descriptions vanished, replaced by hard, kinematic tracking. We are going to analyze 5 specific, declassified case studies to map exactly how this observation model shifted. The Pursue files trace the exact timeline of the U.S. military's advancing capability to measure, record, and comprehend anomalous physical objects. We establish our baseline on the lunar surface during the 1972 Apollo 17 mission, examining the activity of astronauts Gene Cernan and Harrison Schmitt. This original high-resolution photograph reveals a clear anomaly in the upper frame. Magnified here, 3 glowing blue lights hold a perfect 3-pointed formation against the vacuum of space. Because the Apollo missions utilized physical analog film stock, the possibility of digital sensor errors, pixel degradation, or modern compression artifacts is completely ruled out. The object's kinematic profile is highly specific. It maintained strict mechanical rigidity as it moved, indicating a single solid structure, not separate unlinked light sources. This image details the Pentagon's official retrospective analysis. After evaluating these 5 distinct magnification areas, the review concluded this was a confirmed physical object of unknown origin operating in the lunar domain. The Apollo 17 imagery establishes a hard factual baseline. It proves that physical, non-human platforms were operating near our assets long before the digital age made tracking them routine. Prior to high-resolution photography, internal security relied heavily on direct human reporting. FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover tracked top-secret security briefings that were strictly kept from the civilian population. One heavily restricted file, categorized as the 1966 Crewman Memo, detailed a physical landing event from the previous year. It was witnessed directly by multiple active-duty law enforcement officers. The report documents specific biological descriptions. Officers recorded 2 entities, roughly 4 feet tall, wearing highly reflective metallic flight suits outside of the landed craft. During this era, trained human eyewitnesses were the primary intelligence collection method. The internal validation process was rigorous, taking these accounts seriously, even while public-facing agencies dismissed them entirely. This declassified page shows the discrepancy between public and private communications. While the press office fed the public theories about swamp gas, internal investigators applied heavy black redactions over specific details involving biological entities and landed craft. Lacking widespread digital sensors, the intelligence apparatus of the 1960s was forced to rely on eyewitness observation, yielding data that heavily prioritized the biological appearance of the craft's occupants. By 2024, the intelligence gathering model had completely inverted. Measurement and signature intelligence replaced human eyes with objective, hardware-driven kinematic tracking. This infrared head-up display captures a U.S. Navy jet locking onto a massive 200-foot-long, football-shaped craft over the Indo-Pacific. The object does not execute banking turns. It reorients itself by jerking violently into new positions, utilizing 3 rigid mechanical legs projecting from its hull. These kinematics completely ignore standard atmospheric physics. The structure lacks any lift-generating surfaces and changes vector instantly, demonstrating a total absence of inertia. As this scale comparison demonstrates, the massive size of the object creates a severe discrepancy when measured against the standard FA-18 tracking it. Modern sensors provide a mathematical reality. We no longer rely on stories of biological crewmen. We have precise kinematic proof of platforms treating our atmosphere as a frictionless coordinate system. That same year, the observed behavior shifted from passive flight to active interference. In October 2024, a combat drone in Syria recorded a distinct escalation. A brightly glowing orb approached the UAV. As it closed the distance, the drone's primary telemetry and video feeds immediately failed. This visual distortion is classified in War Department files as a light halo, an active electronic warfare signature causing severe sensor interference. The halo is the visual byproduct of a massive, localized high-energy output. This pulse completely overpowers and disrupts the unshielded electrical systems of nearby human military hardware. The Syria event proves these anomalies are equipped with active systems capable of immediate, targeted electronic dominance. Yet their operational behavior is highly contextual. Consider this final case study, capturing a massive commercial wind turbine. In this sequence, a glowing blue orb weaves a persistent, intricate path directly through the spinning blades of the wind farm at twilight. Executing a trajectory like this between rapidly moving industrial hazards requires millimeter precision and highly advanced autonomous spatial calculation. The aggressive jamming behavior seen over Syria is completely absent. The flight path here is deliberate, unhurried, and deeply curious. The Pursue records reveal a spectrum of operational logic, documenting platforms that navigate through the tightest tolerances of our industrial landscape. The historical data presents a clear progression. Encounters in the 1960s gave us biological descriptions, while modern encounters provide electromagnetic and kinematic certainties. This chronological spectrum illustrates that the difference lies entirely in our tools. We evolved from recording human testimony to capturing hard radar and infrared signatures. The archive details physical, intelligently controlled platforms that maintain persistent presence and consistently bypass existing intercept capabilities. The intelligence challenge has moved beyond verification, focusing instead on identifying the propulsion mechanics that enable these recorded maneuvers. Every file and telemetry track discussed here is public. The sensor data is real. You can download the raw data directly from the Pursue portal and analyze the measurements for yourself. The declassification process has finally answered the oldest question. The challenge now is understanding how we ignored the mathematical proof of their presence for nearly a century.
No one is going to believe what we're seeing. The government always denies this sort of thing.
Yeah, even if we take videos and photos.